This is Engadget. Here's what's happening in the world of technology. It's Monday, July 26th. NASA's Ingenuity Mars helicopter just marked an important milestone. Space.com reports that Ingenuity crossed the 1-mile mark for total distance flown with its 10th flight on July 24th when it traveled over the Jezero crater's raised ridges area. That may not sound like a lot of flying, but NASA was only planning a few test flights for Ingenuity before expanding the vehicle's role. The robotic aircraft wouldn't have covered nearly as much ground otherwise. This was also the most ambitious flight to date. The helicopter had to swing past 10 different waypoints and flew to a record-high altitude of 40 feet during the 310-foot journey. It also had to capture enough images to help NASA produce stereoscopic images of raised ridges and help inform a potential visit from their Perseverance rover. It's not clear just how many more miles Ingenuity can rack up. The helicopter is the first of its kind and tends to push limits with each new flight. The 1-mile threshold is significant by itself, though. It suggests the aircraft might accomplish a lot during Perseverance's planned 2-year mission and possibly more. And Motorola might soon release a sequel to its flagship Edge phones, albeit without their signature feature. OnLeaks and PriceBaba have shared what they say are CAD-based renders of the standard Edge 20, and Motorola appears to have dropped the highly curved Endless display in favor of a 6.7-inch flat screen. It would be just another phone on the outside, even if the 120Hz 1080p panel could make it feel extra responsive. You'd also get a triple rear camera system that reportedly includes a 108-megapixel primary sensor, a 16-megabyte secondary cam, and an 8-megapixel tertiary sensor, likely for telephoto and wide-angle shots. This regular Edge 20 model would be an upper mid-tier device on the inside, between a Snapdragon 778G chip, up to 8 gigabytes of RAM, a peak 256 gigabytes of storage, and a 4,000 mAh battery. There is a chance the rumored Edge 20 Pro would keep the curved screen, and it might offer improved performance from the Snapdragon 870. An Edge 20 Lite is supposedly in the works as well. If Motorola does use this design for the mainstream Edge 20, though, it signals a change of tack. Rather than relying on an eye-catching, if somewhat impractical design for the entire Edge line, it would focus on delivering value for the money. It's just a question of whether or not the price will be low enough to draw you away from rivals. If you want to catch the latest tech news as it's happening, check out Engadget.com or tune in again every weekday.
Spoken Layer.